Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Is Nicki Minaj going on hiatus and coming back to help out the snakes? Now, it has been reported that Nicki Minaj has finally completed her European leg of the Pink Friday 2 tour. Okay, so congratulations to Nicki Minaj. And she has a 2-month break until she comes back on tour for her second leg for, some U.S. shows. Now, a fan said Nicki Minaj needs to retire for maybe like a few years, a hiatus. And in the hiatus, she needs to divorce her husband, get full custody of her child, block 6ix9ine from her phone, and work it out with Megan and Cardi B and do a remix. That would be truly incredible comeback. A lot of fans were disagreeing with this comment, saying that Nicki Minaj does not need to make amends with Botch and Bitter and Megan Thee Stallion. But if you guys remember, a few months ago, Cardi B was low-key trying to show some love to Nicki Minaj. Some fans feel like, she was just trying to get some of the Barb support since her music has been on Floppiana. She replied to a fan that said that they are a Bacardi. Okay, I think that's what they call themselves. Bacarbis are Nicki Minaj and Cardi B fans. Okay, so they call themselves Bacarbis. Okay, kind of like a hybrid fan. And she responded to the fan listening to, I believe it was the Wannabe remix, which flopped, saying, okay, purr. Fans took it as that she is okay with some of her fans supporting Nicki Minaj and that she don't really got no beef with Nicki. So maybe in the next few years, Nicki Minaj could make amends with Cardi B. Okay? But I feel like Cardi B owes Nicki an apology. Okay? I do feel like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion both owe Nicki Minaj an apology if they want to make amends with Nicki. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, the damage has already been done, but Cardi B did throw a shoe at Nicki Minaj, okay? And she never apologized for that, especially when it was over a fake tweet. She never apologized for that. I do feel like she needs to explain herself as to why she threw a shoe at Nicki Minaj over a fake tweet. Knowing that her fans are not the brightest. She calls her fans stupid all the time. Why did you believe them when they posted that fake tweet? Okay? But in the next few years, I can see Nicki possibly making up with a few female rappers. Okay? Not all of them, but some of them. Okay? I don't think Quayfish is relevant to make amends with Nicki Minaj, but, possibly a Cardi B or a Lil' Kim. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know if we need a Nicki and Megan rekindle. We don't need them to rekindle because, to be quite honest, Megan's career is hanging by a piece of thread. So is Cardi B's, but I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, she's an opportunist. Like, she uses people to get to the top. And I feel like she would do the same thing to Nicki Minaj that she's already done in the past. She used Nicki Minaj for Hot Girl Summer, and then she basically turned her back on Nicki, okay? And started dissing her. So I feel like she would continue to do that. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. It looks like Doja Cat is showing love to the queen. She decided to channel her inner Roman and pay homage to Nicki Minaj.
Thank you, Nicki. I love you.
Okay, so she performed at Wireless and she paid homage to Nicki Minaj during her performance. I don't feel like Doja Cat really has beef with Nicki Minaj. She may not like her personality. She might have used the barbs. I do feel like she has used the barbs in the past. But I don't feel like she distinctively has beef with Nicki Minaj. I think she will always show love to Nicki. But she might diss Nicki in her raps. But it is rap. In hip-hop, you do have to diss who you view as competition. Kung Fu Kenny and Champagne Thickums been dissing back and forth for years. It's not just in female rap, it's in male rap too. So Doja Cat did diss Nicki Minaj and Scarlett because she views Nicki as her competition. But I do feel like she does love Nicki Minaj deep down inside. All the female rappers do. They just view Nicki as competition. They may not like Nicki. She's in their way. Okay, they want to sell as much as Nicki Minaj, so they will diss her. But she does respect Nicki, and I do think she is influenced by Nicki Minaj. Moving on to Botch and Bitter. So Botch and Bitter posted a video saying that she will be making an announcement today. And she basically teases that the announcement has a lot to do with her next era. Okay? Or she could be announcing that she got knocked up by Off the Cheat again, even though he had a baby with somebody else last year and he forced his side chick to get an abortion. So let's take a listen to what Botch and Pregnant has to say.
Tomorrow is a very, very important day. It's gonna make or break everything. You'll see it. You'll see it. And I hope you guys support my not my record. It's Rock 49 record. It's very fun. It's very slutty. You already know, baby.
Okay, so that is what Botch and Bitter had to say. She's letting the fans know that she could be dropping her album or the release date for her album, even though she is knocked up with her third child by Off the Cheat. Let me know in the comments how much y'all think Botch and Bitter is going to sell first week, okay? Doja Cat did 78,000. Nicki Minaj did 228,000 first week. Megan Thee Stallion did, 63,000 or 66,000? Something in the 60s, okay? She did 60-something thousand. So what will Botch and Bitter sell first week? I think she possibly could sell at least 80 to 100,000 first week. Okay? I feel like she could at least outsell Doja Cat. She has to, because she got 5 number ones. Okay? She brag about the 5 number ones. You gotta scam me. You should be able to do at least 100,000 first week. Okay? So let me know how y'all feel about that. Moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is being exposed for giving out free tickets to her concerts that are allegedly not sold out. So a fan was bragging that for her Manchester show overseas, she is giving out free tickets because she doesn't want her fans or the general public to think that she can't sell out. Okay? This is actually a strategic move to give out free tickets, but they was already cheaper than a Chipotle meal. I mean, the tickets was only like $20-something. Maybe overseas it was a little bit more. But this was a chess move for Megan Thee Stallion, because now, even though she won't really make any money off the concert, it possibly will be sold out. Now, fans were taking videos of her concert saying that a lot of her seats are empty, okay? But according to her team and Megan Thee Stallion, when she went online, she said that, a lot of people are going to soccer games overseas, so they're not really attending concerts like that because of soccer. That's what she said online. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Sexy Red defends Ice Spice because y'all was making fun of her weight. A lot of fans, especially males on social media, are saying that Ice Spice is getting too skinny. She don't got a butt anymore. That's what people are saying on social media compared to when she first came on the scene. And Sexy Red has clapped back at the haters for Ice Mirage. She said, y'all act like people can't be stressed or not eat as much. She still look good. So next, ... And in my opinion, no shade, Ice Spice do look good. Okay? It don't matter what size she is. She looks fine. I don't understand why people try to act like she looks unhealthy or she's super skinny. She looks completely fine, in my opinion. She probably had to get in shape for the tour. She's traveling a lot. She's probably under a lot more stress, because she got to sell records and she can't rely on the Barbs. The Barbs have turned their backs on Ice Spice. The Stormy situation happened with her ex-best friend where, the ex-best friend exposed some text messages. So, she's probably under a lot of stress. I don't think that she's on the Ozempic at all. If anything, I think that's probably Katy Perry. I think Katy Perry might be on the Ozempic, but not Ice Spice. No. Now, moving on to Queen Bee. So, Texas Boredom departs from this week's Hot 100. It peaked at number 1, making Queen Bee the first black woman with a number 1 country song in the U.S. history. Okay, so congratulations to Queen Bee. I'm not really shocked that it left the charts, though, because to be quite honest, I do not like Texas Boredom. She should have pushed Tyrant as a single. But even the song she did with Purdue Chicken flopped, okay? And I think it's because Queen Bee don't really do a lot of promotion. So if you don't do a lot of promotion, you just going to have to rely on the payola and your fans to keep it on the charts. Because Queen Bee thinks she's too good to promote. So since you think you're too good to promote, don't be shocked when your singles are no longer in the Hot 100, okay? But even though Cowboy Carter did like 400,000 first week, to me, this was Queen Bee's low-key flop era because I feel like the country album, in my opinion, wasn't that great. Just in my opinion. Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny, Not Like Us, is predicted to return to the number 1 spot on the Payola Board Global 200 chart by a very slim margin, leading Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, and allegedly is supposed to go number 1 on the Hot 100 chart because of the music video that came out. So congratulations to Kung Fu Kenny on that. Not only that, though, a lot of fans feel like Wayne was dissing Champagne Thickums because he kind of was quoting Not Like Us when he was performing, I believe, at a concert or at a club. Yeah, so some fans were saying that he was saying, oh, they don't like us, remixing Kung Fu Kenny's Not Like Us. He even had an OVO chain on, but I just feel like it still wasn't a good look, no shade, to even quote or remix it because in that record, he's calling your artist a pedo, okay? So you shouldn't even quote or remix the song in the slightest. You really need to pay Kung Fu Kenny dust if you want to have loyalty to Champagne Thickums. And I know he slept with your girl a few years back, but y'all got over that, didn't y'all? I mean, why would you do that? But I got the real tea on Patreon in regards to Champagne Thickums and Wayne. That's on Patreon, but I will say this. I feel like Champagne Thickums don't really got any real people around him. A lot of Champagne Thickums peers, they use him, but they don't really respect him. And I do feel like Wayne probably has love for Champagne Thickums, but I feel like he moving weird a little bit. You moving a little bit weird. No shade. To even just remix it and, try to play it off by showing the OVO chain, that was weird. You didn't have to do that. You could just perform the motto, which is your collaboration with Champagne Thickums. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on to Katy Perry. On the second day of release, Katy's Women's World has left the top 200 on Payola Global. Okay? Not really shocked. But I'm like, goodness gracious, y'all turned on Katy so quick. Well, I wouldn't even say quick, because y'all been turned on Katy. But I just feel like she was on top, and now she's on the bottom. I'm like, what happened? Katy should have a cult fan base. She's been in the game for a while now. Why don't y'all support Katy Perry no more? Okay? I mean, I know she beefed with the Chart Obsessed races. Yeah, her music ain't how it used to be, but I feel like Katie should be as big as the Chart Obsessed Racist. Like, she should have a cult fan base, and she don't have that. I'm like, why y'all turned on Katy Perry so quickly? That's messed up. But if I was Katie, I would just scrap this album, hire Max Martin, okay? Do a collaboration with Nicki and Ariana, okay? Take a few pictures with the Chart Obsessed Racist at like an award show or something like that. Get the Swifties on your side, and you will have a successful era. But you got to fire Dr. Puke first. That's where you went wrong in the first place. You should have never worked with Dr. Puke. It wasn't going to be a good look for you. Your fans don't mess with Dr. Puke. A lot of your peers don't mess with Dr. Puke. Is a bad luck. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj outsells Megan Thee Stallion the second week of Megan's album coming out. Chart Data and Payola Board announced that Megan Thee Stallion dropped to the number 9 spot on the Payola Board 200 album chart. Her album, Megan, did 32,000 its second week and 96,000 units since released. Okay, so she's almost at the 100K mark. Almost there. Only if the thotties was running to buy, Megan Thee Stallion's music instead of running their mouth, and dissing Nicki Minaj on social media, she could have made it to the 100,000 mark. Okay, because she's only 4,000 short. Now, Pink Friday 2 did, 100,000 its second week on, the Payola Board 200 album chart and was at number 2. Okay? And it peaked at number 1. So, a lot of fans are, dragging Megan Thee Stallion in regards to this. But honestly, I don't think Megan Thee Stallion or Devil Nation care about the charts like that. Okay? Well, I do feel like Megan cares about the charts because I noticed that when her singles or albums don't do well, she don't post it. She only posts the music that do well on the chart. She don't post everything, especially when she wants to brag about her stats. But I will say that when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, it's more about branding. Okay? As long as she continues to get the brand deals, okay, and the awards like the Scammies and the Video Music Awards, I think Devil Nation and Camel Face really won't care about her low album sales. Because her sales for her albums usually aren't really high anyway. She mostly is known for, in my opinion, for getting brand deals. That's what really she's known for. Like, Megan Thee Stallion, to me, she doesn't really have a lot of hits under her belt. So I think that they use Megan Thee Stallion to get brand deals and, TV shows and, stuff outside of music. And honestly, I would not be shocked if Megan Thee Stallion leaves the music business in the next few years. Okay, I wouldn't be shocked about that. I think she's going to try to, step out of music because she's not really making much money doing music. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.